I am so, Dero, you've taught us this. We're big on body movement and temperament. And Cristopher Sánchez on the mound is like graceful. That left leg over.
Great word
and
for
he's
it.
calm and he just kind of saunters off the mound. Even when he struggles, which is very rare, you feel like he's in complete control.
Yeah. And JT behind the plate.
Yeah,
I mean,
best.
they're in lockstep. There's something here. I actually went home yesterday, hit a couple golf balls, worked on my chipping to no avail. I'm horrendous.
It's been years.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's my one bugaboo in life. But I'll deal with it. I can't chip. But I made it home in time. I wanted to watch Cristopher Sánchez go against the Padres. And there's so many things to like about him, and there's so many ways that he can get you out. Real quick, he stands 6'6". There's deception in his game. The ability to ram heaters in from a left-handed pitcher in on right-handers, one of the most devastating changeups, some of the best movement in the entire sport. I mean, that's why you didn't give up on Philly when they got off the gates a little bit slow, because you knew the names on the back of the jersey, Wheeler looks the part, Duran was going to figure it out, and you put this guy on the bump every 5 days, and it's win day. So I want to go inside the run he's on right now and kind of take you inside some low homes, what he does really well. Nays put a couple boards together, and he's been absolutely fantastic, punching tickets in a variety of ways. But to me, the lefties have almost zero chance. We'll go through some Gavin Sheets at bats, but take a look at this. Cristopher Sánchez, 2026 season stats with MLB ranks. You can make the argument it's the best pitcher in the game right now. Innings 79.1, he's available. The ERA is second. The things he can control, fielding independent pitching is 181. Strikes out everybody. The ground ball rate is through the roof. Hot change me, Wolin. Here we go. Cristopher Sánchez, last 3 seasons, takes the bump. 181 and 2/3 innings in 24, 202 in 25, and almost 80 here in 2026, and continues to get better, right? Look at the ERA. Most innings, leads MLB with 463 innings over that entire span. So why is he so effective? All right? Let me see a side angle. Pause this real quick. Okay. He's got a little bit of a short arm to him. He's 6'6". He has elite extension and elite stuff. When I first got to the big leagues, you're facing guys that kind of fall in that. I know pitchers in today's game are huge, but the stock is like 6'2" to 6'4", right? That's what you're practicing off of your whole life. That's what you're seeing. And then all of a sudden, Randy Johnson gets on the mound, and he's 6'10", and it almost looks like he's handing the ball to the catcher. And we didn't have a metric for it. We didn't know the extension back in the day, stuff plus back in the day. Induced vertical break, that's late life back in the day for us. He creates all of that. 6'6", run this. A little deception in his game, a little short army, hides it behind his head, and then the ability to throw that 2-seam sinker in on right-handed hitters and to expand the plate against the left-handed hitters. And we're going to go through some at-bats here, but he creates a massive problem. He stands on the third base side. Watch him hide the baseball behind him, almost cuffing it when he comes out of his glove at separation. It's not this iron mic, let me pick it up and show it to you. There's some deception in his game. Pause this. Low home, we always used to talk about this. Where does a guy stand on the mound? Is he a first base side of the mound guy? Is he a third base? He's standing on the third base side. And imagine, as a right-handed hitter, you got to calibrate where the inside half of the plate is. Now, he's not throwing a cutter in off. He's throwing a 2-seamer that's in and coming back. So it's like this paralyzing pitch to a right-handed hitter, and you don't see it very often. Run this. So he's got deception, and you got to make a decision. Is that going to be in, out, up, down? There's a lot to take in. And then look at the nasty movement on that changeup. That presents 2-seam movement. It looks like his sinker coming out of his hand, and he's able to tunnel it. Stuff plus leaders this season. Minimum 50 pitches. We all know Mizorowski. Then you got Sánchez there. Hot change me. Look at the movement patterns. Look at the sinker. 3.4 inches of more arm side break than anybody. Boom. So I got a two-seamer that runs off the table. I have deception in my windup. I'm 6'6". I can ram heaters in on righties and change-ups away. And I can take apart left-handed hitters. I want to watch some ABs real quick. Okay, Gavin Sheets. Watch this next pitch. Right there, two-seamer down. Now I'm just going to take you inside. So pause this. He has now created a situation for Gavin Sheets where that plate, he gave him one right here, then he went black in. That plate for Gavin Sheets is now moved from here to the white line. He has no idea where the inside half of this plate, and Gavin Sheets has been swinging the bat pretty good. And then he takes you on a ride and punches you out with a changeup. Heater down in the zone. We're going to get into some heat maps. Changeup tunneled off of it. Looks like the exact same pitch. Changeup again. Changeup again. Run that back for me, because this is the separator pitch. How many lefties? Pause this. First off, look at JT Realmuto. He is set up under Xander Bogaerts' armpit and leaning inside, creating that visual for the umpire. How many lefties are throwing that pitch? Black 97, two-seam comeback to a righty. You're waiting for the changeup away. You're trying to cover just so much. Watch him take Miguel Andujar on a ride. You miss your cookie, changeup away. And you see it. You search for laces. That looks like a two-seamer coming out of his hand, and it's his changeup. Again, Andujar. All right, you got him. Heater away right here. Nope, changeup that he comes around. He was thinking heater too. Then he gets a call right there. Inside, changeup down the way. The plate's too much, he's too much, and I'm not picking on Gavin Sheets because he happened to be the lefty in the lineup yesterday. But look at the pitches. He's now gone two balls in and then black away. He challenges it. It's there. He's made the plate this big. Look at the heat maps from yesterday. Look at where he was keeping the baseball. Everything. This is entering Wednesday. Everything appearing down. Everything was absolute pinpoint down again. Give me the next one. That's on his sinker. Look at his changeup. Same thing. Living on the edges. Just absolutely living on it. Pretty unbelievable. Bolin, we got the next board, or are we going? Okay. Ground ball percentage leaders this season with whiff percentage. I want to get into what he does well. If he needs some easy outs, little two-seamer, little changeup, little rollover, ground ball. 57.3% ground ball rate. Look at everyone else who gets the ground balls, the Clay Holmeses, the Kohanowitzes, the Kirbys. Look at the whiff rate. Yeah. Look at how he jumps them. So let's get into the video real quick. This is what he does. Because you're in swing mode. Just out and around a changeup. This is textbook. You're running down to first base so frustrated. 3-1, sinker middle away. Instead of Freddie Fermin thinking up the middle the other way, he tries to pull it. It's a rollover to the third baseman. Nick Castellanos, hey, give me a little PFP too. Cristopher Sánchez, Trey Turner, play with it. Domination. There were moments there where I thought Padres were going to break through. Great play by Justin Crawford. But this dude's on a whole nother level. And I'm telling you, when I watch him, for me, it's the ability to throw that two-seamer in on the righties. That is such a weapon, and it just makes the plate so much bigger for him.
Good hitters look so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That was my favorite skybox of the year.